there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, and with this video I'll be responding to a request for a video topic I got from a friend over on Facebook to do with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, the original sort of outline to answer this question was for me to talk about 7 Marvel characters I'd like to see cropping up in Avengers Age of Ultron. And I actually thought I would reconfigure this a little bit because I couldn't whittle it down to just 7. I actually have 14 whopping characters I would love to see in the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and that is the thing as well. I'm not going to limit it and confine it to just Age of Ultron, and I'm going to kind of look at it as an overview of the future of the Marvel movies, who I'd like to see cropping up. And I'm not going to go too in-depth talking about their histories and everything like that. Feel free to look them up. So let's get into it. The first choice I want to talk about is Beta Ray Bill, and he was, somebody you find in like the Thor-verse, if you will. I just like the idea that he's like this hero cyborg. He's the only other being, apparently, that can pick up the Mjolnir, Thor's hammer and everything, and he has the face of a horse. At least that's the way it looks to me. Why isn't that on screen somewhere, Coming in at number 2, I chose the Wasp. Now, it has been pretty well rumored that the Wasp is going to be cropping up in Avengers Age of Ultron, but I haven't heard anything concrete about that. And in the vein of Ant-Man, I know there's supposedly going to be some production on an Ant-Man film, and just seems like it would work, a sort of crossover effect there for that. Coming in at number 3, the villain Amora the Enchantress. I just think, from what I know of her, it would be another great opportunity to give a sort of villain to Thor and everything like that. And it would change things up because she's a woman, so how's Thor going to go up against a woman who might actually seduce him and that kind of thing? Coming in at number 4, the Black Knight, who, if I am correct in my studying up on this character, is supposed to be a villain, even though they are somewhat a descendant of the Knights of the Round Table or what have you. I think they fell in line with Baron Zemo or, something along those lines. But I just thought this character would be really interesting to see translated on screen. Not quite Monty Python-esque with the knight that wouldn't quit, but somebody with, like, knightly armor and everything like that. I think that would be really cool to be going up against a Captain America or something like that. Coming in at number 5, Mantis, another female villain that I just thought the history of this character, again, vague at best that I am aware of, sounds intriguing to me and would make for maybe a great villain to go up against Black Widow, something like that. Coming in at number 6, this is probably going to be the one of least debate for Marvel fans. Ms. Marvel, or as she's known nowadays, Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers. I would love to see her showing up in the Avengers. I know she has been another strongly speculated, rumored character. Haven't heard any more, actual official announcements to say whether or not she's going to be cropping up in Age of Ultron or not, but I think, there's no time like the present. Let's get her on screen, you know what I'm saying? Coming in at number 7, another character that has a cult following at best, from what I'm aware of. I hear this character talked about time and time and time again, and it's a character I've never read anything of. I only have a vague idea of the history of the character, and that is Moon Knight. Moon Knight would be a very badass sort of character to have. I love the Egyptian history side of things. I love the kind of Batman-esque philanthropy and being a vigilante-esque hero. I'm not familiar with Moon Knight enough to know if he actually has powers. That's the one thing I want to be clear about. I'm operating under the assumption he's more Batman-esque, and I think that sounds intriguing, what, limited aspects of this character I'm familiar with. Coming in at number 8, one that I think is, probably going to be on a lot of people's lists, at least I would like to think so, She-Hulk. We already have Hulk in there. We got good old Banner. Being an intellectual, we know that she has operated under the guise of a litigator, a lawyer, and everything like that, attorney, and that would be quite fascinating to see something similar to the Hulk himself, but kind of also in contrast. Coming in at number 9, I chose the character Tigra because we haven't seen anything even remotely approaching that in the Marvel Cinematic Universe as yet. Guardians of the Galaxy may offer up something along those lines, but I just think it would be a really intriguing character to see depicted on screen, and it would be really just juxtaposed with the regular sort of costumed heroes, seeing somebody who is a physical presence and has a very distinctive visual style that looks sort of feline-esque and everything like that would be a really great contrast against those characters. Coming in at number 10, take your pick, either or. There are two of them, as far as I'm aware, Spider-Woman. They're both kind of interesting characters, and I just think they would, well balance, again, like the Black Widow-esque kind of thing. Have more female heroes here, that would be awesome.